So, our episode today, well, what we're going to talk about today is about
ways for self-improvement.
Self-improvement.
Yes, I definitely need it.
I guess we all need it
Everyone
from time
needs
to
it.
time to have a
There's room for-
reset. To have a reset.
To have a reset, definitely. I'm in need of a reset.
Recharge, reset, like out with the old. Oh no, an update, like a software update, because we're updating ourselves.
Software update. An upgrade? Like you get a new phone.
Because they always update the software. Well, basically, we're updating ourselves. It's a self-improvement thing. We have to do it like once every
6 months. Just check in on yourself and see how you're doing, and are you doing better than you did before?
So Shaun sent me this list of how we can improve.
Different ways for self-improvement.
It's a checklist of self-improvement, right?
Yes. One thing that was on the list that I have been doing, I did it in the past, but I'm just redoing it again, is journaling.
No, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have someone to actually vent to or to express your feelings and you don't want to hold it inside, journaling is the best. And actually therapists do recommend that, and it helps you. It helps with anger management as well.
And then just
so you don't have stuff built up inside of you.
And anxiety, my thoughts and everything. Yeah. And I feel like once I just write something down, I feel better because I'm like releasing it and getting it out. And then,
or if you want, or you're so pissed off at somebody that you just want to email them and say something so bad.
Isn't that like a burn book?
Like what I've done is I'm like I would write how I feel, and then I end up deleting it, and then I feel so much better.
You actually like text it out? What if you accidentally send it?
No, I know. But the thing is, I'm just so mad because somebody had said that. Write that person a letter or write an email and say everything you need to, but then delete it.
And then delete it.
And then afterward, you'll feel so much better without actually sending it.
I never thought about that. Oh my gosh, I got to give that a try.
But don't forget to delete it.
I know. That would be my problem. And then it would
you'll send it.
It said, instead of delete, you had said. You're like,
I think it's worse.
Oh my gosh, maybe I'll stick with journaling.
No, you just type it on Word then. Like in a document, just type it and be like, let me type it before I put it on email. And then you just delete it. It just feels good to write out what you're feeling, right?
Yeah, I definitely
it helps me because I know sometimes I get so pissed and I just want to.
Have you ever rage text me?
You? No.
Okay, good.
I have nothing to be mad at you for.
Yay!
So far.
There's still time.
No.
So, ways for self-improvement, journaling.
Yeah, getting back to that. So this is the list, right?
Yes.
So the topics for self-improvement is what? Time management. So
because maybe like you're doing so much, but you're not doing it. You're doing too much, but you're not doing it.
Yeah, no, we all need to learn how to manage our time. Yeah, I totally get that. And then setting goals. That's number 2. Number 3 is communication. Confidence building. Yeah, for sure. Being confident to tell somebody off. I'm building it up. I'm going to tell this person off. No, just joking. Practice self-awareness.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Building positive relationships. Oh, every day.
All the time.
You always want to build positive relationships.
Yes, I've actually have not talked to people because I don't feel like they're positive in my life.
Well, I think it has to do with age because you learn that. You evolved to that. You know what I mean? Because I think when you're younger, you just talk to everybody and you put up with a lot of stuff until you get to a point in your life where you're just like, you know what? I need to purge.
Yes.
Purge.
Purge.
Purge toxic people. Purge people that just that don't align with your beliefs or your values and everything else, because it's just a waste of my energy and time.
It is. And it kind of brings you down. You know?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I had that conversation with my daughter, and she's not even 20 yet, and she's like,
has she been purging people out of her life?
She's like, I'm beginning to see now. They're friends of mine that I'm really good friends with, just not the same now, and I'm so frustrated with everything they do. Right? Just we're not the same.
Well,
We don't.
You grow out of
you
people.
grow. I told her it's because you've evolved.
Exactly.
You have evolved. You know what I mean? Some people stay where in that course, and you just move this way.
I know my daughter went through that. It was just like, we don't have anything in common, so it doesn't bother me like if I don't hang out with them.
Exactly. Like, and it's
you know. But
it's good to have to be aware of that.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
And then the next one on the list, emotional intelligence. Well, I guess it's that all same thing that we're talking about. Just know,
when you know, you know.
So it's just knowing when to get out, knowing when to stay, knowing when.
This is why I'm single. My emotional intelligence. I can't. I don't have time.
My thing also, like I said, with age, as we get older, you don't really have patience for.
No.
You're wasting my time. Bye.
Exactly.
Right. Then we're like, what's wrong with me? How come no one likes me? So moving on. This part, the resilience and adaptability. You explain that one.
Resilience and adaptability. I know, like maybe I can't even say the word. Adaptability. Just being able to adapt to certain situations. Because
that takes a lot of growth and maturity, I think, to be able to do that.
Exactly. And this is like one thing I think I tell my daughter is you're not always going to do something you like. Like if I say you need to do this, you need to do it. Like you need to clean your room.
I've always lived by that. And people that really know me know that I live by that. Sometimes you do what you say, you say what you mean. And I can't stand it when people just don't follow through and what they say they're going to do, right?
Yes, that drives me crazy too.
Me too.
Absolutely. And then I tell her, I don't always want to cook you dinner, but I do. Sometimes I have to do things I don't want to do. You think I want to do laundry every day? But
being resilient, but being like strong and dealing with that and just going with the flow.
I think the way you're able to handle it shows that you have self-improvement. Like, are you whining about it? Are you crying about it?
Are you yelling about it?
You're yelling about it.
That's me.
I'm probably crying about it.
And I'm yelling about it.
You're yelling about it. Just being able to
express. Let it out.
Being able to handle things, I think, is like really good self-improvement. Like how you handle it, how you deal with it. Because there's people that deal with things not in a good way.
Oh, no. Just like people that have like road rage. That's a perfect example. Like in the car.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Some people just don't know how to handle when somebody gets in front of them.
Or people that feel like they're totally entitled drive me crazy. Oh my gosh.
I can't stand it.
And it's just like little things, like just cutting in front of you without saying excuse me or something. It's like, hello,
I need to get through.
Why are you so rude? You have no self-awareness.
I know. People just think that people take it personally. That's the thing. They cut me off. Sorry.
I also cut that person off. I cut that person off. I cut that person off. Take it so personally.
I have to change lane. Oh, sorry. If somebody says that to me, I could just turn back and go, but you give me anxiety. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. So I was coming home and I was at a stop sign, and then like there's this busy street. And so you have to like pull for just a tiny bit so you can see like all. And this guy on the motorcycle is like coming. He didn't have his blinkers on. He didn't use a hand signal, and he turns.
Oh boy!
And he gets mad at me because I was trying to like move forward so I can see, and he's like going like this to me, and I just went,
"It's your fault. It's always going to be your fault."
He didn't have a blinker on. I had no idea he was turning. I thought he was going straight, and this is like, I'm like,
they can't just.
And then he got mad at me. I was like,
entitled. They're entitled.
Habits. Well, yeah. I mean, you have to like realize if you have bad habits and you're willing to realize that's not healthy, that's not good.
I like drinking. Drinking. Yeah. Well, I know people have those habits.
Absolutely.
Gambling.
Things that are not like good for you.
If you're not doing money, you're losing money when you're gambling.
And then you wonder why you're poor.
And you wonder why you don't have any money.
Motivation.
We need motivation every day. Some people, I hate to say it, some people just don't have that. So I think about people that are depressed, right? They just wake up every day having to find the will to just get up and do something.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah.
And like, I have my days where I'm like, oh God, do I need to get, I'm like, I just want to stay in bed today. Imagine those people that just don't want to get up every day.
Oh my gosh.
And just like have to take a pill to make them feel good, to actually have some hope.
That's sad.
That's really sad. But
that's with mental awareness. Yes, definitely.
Yes. Build reappraisal skills.
What's that?
Reappraisal. I'm being reappraised. Sorry. Skip.
And then they said, like, start meditating.
Oh, well, we do that when we pray. When we do,
yeah.
Oh, I do that when I pray.
Exactly.
That's when I meditate.
And then I also listen to meditation tapes before I go to bed, because my brain is like still on go.
Oh, mine doesn't
can't make it stop. And so I'll listen to either a meditation story or a meditation tape. Positive affirmations telling me how awesome I am when I go to bed. To self-care.
Well, the whole obviously, as I do it, like every night I make sure I have my ritual, how I do with my face and putting the serums and whatever makes you feel better. Okay.
Exactly.
Taking the supplements that you need to take, and then gratitude practices.
And I believe in that. Like, just positive affirmations. Definitely.
I teach that to my kids too, just to like let them know, like, always make sure you say thank you. And everyone that you've been with that day, if they did something for you, that they dropped you off or anything, always make sure they know that they're appreciated.
Well, and I also am a firm believer in, if you see someone and say you like their shoes or you like their shirt or just anything, don't hold it in. Let them know. Like, wow, they really like, Maria, I love your earrings.
Right? It makes them feel good.
Exactly.
Like, I love it.
Everyone loves getting a compliment. And yeah, I always make sure if I see something that I like on someone, or I let them know. But lots of room for self-improvement for everyone all the time.
No, I'm glad you brought that up. You know, I guess, but lately our topics have been about our kids and the emotions and the different things, and then you need to start thinking about me and what I need to do, how to make myself better,
and how am I handling it?
I don't handle things the right way.
I don't think we always do all the time, but
I need positive affirmation from friends. I'm like, was I wrong for doing that? No, that's what best friends are for.
Make you feel good.
It's like, this is why we're still friends. And I need friends to like agree with me.
No, really. I remember you helped me, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I feel so much better. I'm not alone.
No, and that's the thing. It's all about never feeling like you're by yourself doing this by yourself. You need to understand everybody else goes through this every single day.
Exactly. Yes. I'm not the only single parent raising a child, and even not even being a single parent, but just a parent in general. Just
parenting in general
is and it's different now.
And it's not just what it is. And I think I touch base on this topic that I have to say. Because of the fact that we are Gen X parents. We grew up in a totally different generation.
Oh my gosh.
How we were raised is totally different. And so we have a different ways of looking at things, how we handle things and things like that. And our kids are Gen Z kids.
And where you're raised too.
And where you're raised. And our kids are Gen Z kids. We're totally different. I think Shaun and I are going to delve into that more. And I think we're going to talk about in different series about this whole thing with Gen Z versus Gen X, because I think we can all relate.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And when you break it down, it just brings so much clarity. You're just like, oh my gosh.
It's like therapy.
It is. Absolutely.
I pay for therapy. Just have Maria and Shaun talk about it.
We'll make you feel good.
We'll give you positive affirmation.
It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, it's a serious thing. It's because we just grew up differently. and we were raised differently. So how we were brought up, we think we could do that to our kids, but no.
But it's not. No, you absolutely can't, because it's completely different.
No, you become the victim, and they're entitled. They're so entitled.
Oh my gosh. We'll save that for our topic.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, so that's all for today. I know it's a little short, but
yeah, but there's just room for self-improvement. I'm working on it all the time, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's always room to be a better person.
Oh, absolutely. I talk to God every day. Did I do good today?
Yes, Maria. That was God talking to you.
Oh gosh. Anyway, well, thanks for listening to us, us being goofy and all. Subscribe and like us.
Subscribe, like.
And have a great week. Enjoy the summer.
Thank you guys for watching us. We appreciate it so much.
Yes. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.